I've always known that Oldenburg is a well-run organization. Typically, Oldenburg's in the top of the BBL, in the top 4 or 5 teams, and that's something that's really exciting for me to be able to play on a team that is really competing for something, and it's an exciting opportunity. I think like any league, to have success, you need to play as a team. It's important to have all the way from the players to the coaches to the physio to the organization. All of that stuff matters in a winning team. And I think that the BBL, one thing I really like about it is the fans. It seems like every team has some really like diehard fans, and they're out at the games and they're banging drums and they're singing songs, and that's, as a player, really exciting to play in front of. At this point, Germany almost feels like home. I've lived here so many times, but I think I love that Germans in general are like pretty well organized and sort of like, I don't know, strict and following schedules and all that stuff. And I think that in Germany, these teams are run really professionally. It's more like a business than it is like a basketball club. And in Germany, you know that everything's going to be done right and done on time, and everything's going to be taken care of, and that's not always true for clubs in other countries. I think for me it just starts with trying to do everything that I can possibly do to help the team win, even if that means that I have to work a little bit harder or do something extra. So I would say I take pride in it that I don't know, maybe leading by example is a good way to put it. It's funny, I never really felt this way until last year. It was the first year that I was one of the older players, and I think for my personal development outside of basketball, I think it was really important for me to have like a little bit of a leadership role. And being older doesn't necessarily make you a leader, but it definitely puts you in a position to practice those skills and to get better at it. I want to say there is, but there's a couple other numbers that I would have preferred, but 15 is kind of like my fallback number. I've worn it on a couple teams, and I feel like it's not a bad number for me. Off the court, I would say I'm relatively relaxed. I would say the most important thing is family to me. Things have changed a lot since my wife and I had a baby, so I would say we used to be really excited about traveling, about trying new food, seeing new cultures and all these things. It's a little more difficult when you have a baby, but we're still trying to get out and do things, even though we have to sort of plan it a little bit better with a baby.